Okay,
Don't
we're
bring it
live.
up. Are
We're
we?
live.
Well, good morning.
I thought we'd go live so I could prove to you all that they just yap and yap and yap.
Is that what it is?
Hello,
Uh-oh.
guys. Good
I opened
afternoon. Okay. What? Oh, Steve
Schneider
Snyder.
says good evening.
He was so quiet the entire time, and now he's got something to say.
He always has something to say.
Yep. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are well on this hump day. Now, last week you got Nadia on hump day to shake her maracas, but she's not doing it today. So
I do have my maracas.
They're buying.
I do have my maracas. That's always ad lib whenever I need to.
all right, come up here and say hello and goodbye, all in the same sentence.
Hello and goodbye.
Bye bye. I'm
Hello,
being hot. Okay. He thinks it's snuggle time. It is not. Ugh. Okay. What's going on in the world?
I'm not even moving. I'm just gonna stay like this because I've been freezing already.
Yep, you're glitching.
You need a blankie?
Glitchy woman.
Oh.
Glitchy.
So our JoJo McWill shared a great meditation with Nadia. I put it in the chat room because I think it's the most accurate meditation we could do. It's only a couple and a half minutes long.
R-rated.
It is. It's got all the right language in it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think we should do it online. I think we should do the meditation all together.
I think it's great. It's you take deep breath, teaches you how to breathe, and you release all the bullshit. That's what it says. So okay.
Well, you know what? I know you can't play it, but I can play it on my iPad here, and you guys can all meditate all at one time.
Yeah, I might get a copyright strike, so I won't play it because I don't know who put it out. So, but it's great regardless.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've been doing some studying. Apparently, Friday we have a new covenant with our Creator, and I was trying to figure out what in the world's going on Friday that we would have a covenant, an agreement that He makes with His children here in the U.S. And then I realized the ISO. The 200, well, it's 20022 policy goes into effect. So that may be it, but it could be something else. But
You know, the feeling of that coming before peanut butter is very possible.
it is because that being implemented to all the banks, basically what it is it creates a footprint so the banks can't hide money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of a security protocol. So that will be in place. And we have to remember it was prophesied that He would prosper His people in the summer.
Mm.
So we're officially in summer.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Tick.
Yeah. And everybody is still up in arms over the non-Epstein list. Believe me, that stuff's coming out. It's just not in the form that you think.
Let's
Well,
remember
yeah.
we're in the movie still.
Yeah.
I did see something yesterday. If you're familiar with Lori Ladd, she popped in my feed real quick, and I can't find it, so I could send it out.
Mhm.
It said, "This is the time for now and 6 months to put God in the driver's seat, and you're in the passenger seat. Whatever comes through, you can't say, I choose not to go that route."
Can we help God drive?
Well, Jesus has been driving, but I think God wants to take a
He
try.
doesn't need a driver's license. Talk about sovereignty. He doesn't need a license, and he don't need to take his shoes off at the airport. So,
Yeah, I heard they stopped doing that.
I'm
yeah.
hearing that spiritual woo-hoo as he's driving my car.
It really does sound accurate. 6 months. I mean, we're in a Jubilee started July 4th and goes for a whole year. And it is a time of harvest. And it literally, biblically, it is harvest time. And if you read scripture, it says it's 4 months early harvest time is 4 months early. It's ahead of time. Well, harvest time is November. Count back 4 months. So there's no more riding the fence. That's why Spirit kept pushing that during the oracles. Like, you need to pick a side because there is no more riding the fence. You're either for the dark or you're for the light. So makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And all these people that really have a hard time controlling, giving control away, it's going to be a very difficult 6 months.
Yep. Well, I'm just glad that I negotiate with God very well.
Think like this: rock, paper, scissors.
I go on the floor and I kind of.
You ever feel like you look at God and go, "Now wait a minute," like you're going to talk him out of something? And there's a lot of things that has happened in my life where he's forced me to let go of control. You know, losing Michael, I had no control over that. Kaylin Little's moving. You know, there's a lot of big events that I just didn't have control over, and I dealt with it quite well. But then there are little tiny things that I still want control over. And he says, but that's okay because that's the way I made you. I need certain people that can take a leadership control position because you're called to do that. It's just the big stuff that let go and let God, because I was one of those people that would, you know, lay it at his feet and then run back and go, yeah, I better take care of this one because I don't think you got it.
I don't think you can handle it.
I don't think you can handle it.
Well, hey, babe.
Hey, babe.
There you go. So, well, Monday, I had to take my father to the doctor, and you know, older people have to be there on time or early and all that. And I said, relax, we'll be there on time. God will let us know when to get there. And he had that laugh, like, yeah, right. And I go, listen, mister, I pray 5 times a day. Have trust in God.
Yeah.
So we did make it on time. So I was very happy about that.
Yep.
There was another question I had, and I can't remember.
When is there not a time when you have a question?
Oh, yeah, I know.
I have a question right off the bat. It's a huge Vippy.
Ooh.
Will my husband fix me a cup of coffee and bring it to me?
Oh, you want it hot or you want it cold?
Get the 8 ball then. Okay.
I think he's standing in the kitchen pretending not to hear me. So
just coffee on ice there, Lee.
No, I'm okay with the hot coffee. It's not too hot today. It's only 78 here today. It's really nice.
Wow, Jen, that's a maybe.
We'll see. All
But
right.
you got the 8 ball, King?
Do what?
King's got the 8 ball. Will we give Jen a cup?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Then
Shake
we don't all have
to shake them good. Come on.
Oh. Chank.
Positively.
Oh.
Ooh.
So the flood that was in Texas, was it Guadalupe River?
Yep.
Okay.
That's biblical. That was let me see if I can come up with the slide. I was watching Popmoney and he explained it. I'll bring the slide up and show it to you.
Well, King,
Wasn't there another one that came up yesterday? Another big flood like that one?
New Mexico.
Was it New Mexico?
I think it was New Mexico.
Okay. So looking at this, when we had those 2 eclipses, do you remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
They formed that X.
Yeah.
It's right over that spot.
Yep.
X marks the spot.
And that's where this big 77-foot tall cross is. I thought it was interesting that Guadalupe means crushing the head of a serpent. So that's
really,
yeah.
Guadalupe. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow,
And of
that's
course, we have to understand that there is nothing Christian camp about the name mystic. That doesn't even go together.
well.
Yeah.
King posted something this morning, King,
King
about
posted something this morning, King?
you did, right? You posted about who actually lives in Texas. It's bigger than Epstein. Was it you that posted that?
I don't remember that one, but I think I may have seen it.
Let me check.
Well,
Yeah,
it's interesting that that hit on July 3rd, the night of July 3rd into July 4th. And of course, we had our rebirth on July 4th. So that was America's water breaking, basically, because we've been going through the labor pains.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hi, Lee.
look. It was accurate. He did make the coffee.
Hey. Thanks,
Wax
babe.
on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off. So yeah, that was very, very interesting. But that Camp Mystic, supposedly that's where all the deep state sent their children.
Yeah, you remember we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was you, King. It's the Bass family.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
They are the Bass family is like the
And that
Epstein.
they're not really part of the U.S. It's kind of separate.
Yeah. That
That's
location.
interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
Well, there was more to his presentation, and I got all the slides so I could better explain it, but we don't have to do it today. I may do it tomorrow during the humanitarian meeting because a lot of it's financial prosperity stuff. So if everybody's so stuck on trying to figure out when this is supposed to happen, and he actually breaks it down and explains, we only have 1 year of the Jubilee. It has
Right.
to happen before July 4th of next year, but he
Right.
breaks it down even closer and based on the feast days and things like that. So it's like anywhere from here to September 24th.
Huh.
Biblically. So we
Have
shall
we
see.
not heard of Christmas in July before?
We have, but I keep looking at it and breaking it up into our tier system. That's for the whole world. That's for everybody
Right.
else. That doesn't mean that our tier wouldn't go before then. So I still think that we're in the window of this summer, and then everybody else will be closer to that.
I wonder if they're going to be doing it in increments. So first of all, it would be the XRP, XLM, the crypto. And then it will probably be Nasara, Jasara. And then it would, I think it's going to come in increments. It's not going to.
It could be.
It's not going to all at one time.
I don't have crypto. So.
Speaking of the floodgates. Oh my God, that's right. Speaking of the floodgates. Okay, first the floods.
Okay.
Right?
All the purchased land that Bill Gates purchased.
Yeah.
Right.
Every land that he purchased is above water after all the floods separate the states.
Of course. And I still think that will happen.
If his buying up of the land is connected with China, oh, that goes away. It's not his anymore.
They lose the land, but it's interesting that he purchased land that is strategically placed around the U.S. that after everything gets flooded and split, that his land would be safe.
All of his land would be safe.
So if that is in order to control the food system, he would own the land that you could put it on. I mean, there'd still be a little bit left, but that's why I keep telling Nadia, and I said, because I'm in Kentucky, and I said, I'm not moving any further west in Kentucky because the Madrid is there.
Right.
I'm safe where I'm at, but if I go further west, no, thank you.
Right.
Well,
go back to them hills.
You like my segue? Floodgates, Bill Gates.
There you go.
Anyway.
Yeah, I still see rising water, tsunami forms, and it still keeps coming up in my visions. But I'm not meant to know where it is, at least not right now. because I don't want to create panic, but I do see it coming.
Yeah, it's also watch the waters. I think that's another thing of your tsunami, watch the waters, because look at us. We're getting a flood in Texas, a flood in New Mexico, something happening in North Carolina again. Is it?
Yeah, that hurricane that came through.
Yeah, so I think it's also just keep your eyes on the water.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. We do know that this summer is the 2 E's, eruptions and earthquakes. So, and this morning's oracles, we got volcanic eruption, which those have been happening more frequently.
Well, they said there was a prediction from Edgar Casey.
Yeah. And it looks just like the naval prediction map. Like they know that it's coming. Now, we should find that map and share it.
It's on the internet.
Which map is that?
I can send it. I can find it and send it.
Yeah, the prediction of where the water will rise, like the west coast is gone, and then there's a split up the center.
Yeah. Even Canada,
from the Great Lakes all the way down to the Gulf of America. So,
but even Canada will be split by water too.
Oh,
I don't know about that. I haven't looked at. Does it go that high?
They predicted that it will also be split. Edgar Casey mentioned that when 2 volcanoes start erupting, which is Kilauea and Mount Etna, when the poles will shift. And by the way, I couldn't open up that thing that you sent me on X. I can't sign in. It won't let me sign in. You sent me something a while back, Jen, and I keep forgetting to tell you I can't open it.
Okay.
Yeah, you said something about a South Pole, so I said I gotta see it.
Oh yeah, it was explained. It would make sense. There's no South Pole. I'll send it to you in an email. It's probably easier to look at. But Roman, I understand what you're saying. If timelines change, that map may not be valid anymore. Timelines aren't changing. We are in the one we're going to be in. We vibrated the frequency so high. We are in the good positive one, but it doesn't stay that way. I keep trying to explain to people, we have a 7 to 10 year window where everything is prosperous and beautiful and sovereign, and we have to be able to set up this world to help humanity to prepare and have our Joseph moment. So I don't want to scare people, but let's not, this is not the 1,000 years of peace yet. We have one more bout of crap to go through after our 7 to 10 years. God's relying on his people to store up and have the Joseph moment.
I'm sending it to you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, also with flooding, wasn't the rainbow to represent that God wouldn't flood again?
He wouldn't flood the whole world. That doesn't mean we won't have flood in various places. So we won't have another worldwide flood where everything's under. It's not going to turn into Waterworld. Okay, the movie.
Oh man!
But there will be flooding in various places.
Okay. Well, also, I think if you're in a different density mind state, what you will see as cataclysmic or the ugly part of what's to come is not going to be as ugly as if you were in the 3D. I believe that, because the 3D people will be
I mean, there is a difference, because not all the sleepers are going to wake up. We understand that. They're not going to see all the signs, and they're not going to get the blessings that God has bestowed on, whether they're NPCs or on the dark side, whatever. But God has chosen his select, that he wants to use the money wisely. Like, remember, I kept saying that it's not for you to jet set across the world every weekend. It's meant for you to prepare. You can still have, beautiful thoughts of humanity and helping, but it really is a time of preparation.
Right.
And everyone's like, well, why bother? Well, that's a great attitude to have. I mean, you get a blessing of 7 to 10 years. Take it. That you're going to help humanity move because you know how many people you can save and help, because eventually they're going to try to starve it. You're going to have 7 years of famine.
Yep.
You're meant to get the farmland and teach people to preserve food. And people just don't want to accept it. They're like, no, that's not my timeline. I'm like, well, okay, bye, but I'm on reality here. This is what God said would happen.
Yeah.
You can't change prophecy.
Is it what he said would happen, or is it an interpretation of it, or is it a something? I mean, for me, everything is within you. So if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But I'm just trying to figure out. They always said everything was a lot of things were manipulated in the Bible.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot of things were taken out of the Bible.
Right.
So
and some things were taken in and put in.
And some things.
The way I look at it is use your discernment, what feels right for you.
Yep.
But what I'm doing is what feels right for me. I'm going to use that time to prepare, get everybody set up, and then when that time frame is up, I'm locking the gate and throwing away the key, and I'll shoot you if you come near me. That's my attitude.
I'm taking it.
What if I bring you back the key?
Changing the locks.
Yeah. No, but I'm just saying. A lot of times they said they were manipulated by the Anunnakis. A lot of times they said what's the other word I want to say? We're here to change what was not to repeat what happened in the past. So for me, it's one of those go within yourself and dig deep.
Yeah. Yeah. I just follow your heart, follow your gut in what you believe. We all know that the Bible has been manipulated. They've left things out deliberately. And you can go into Enoch and Jubilees and it explains it a whole lot more, but it matches the prophecy. And I'm going to stick to what that feels right to me. You do you.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's this is why we all practice discernment.
Yep.
But it doesn't also mean for people listening to say, woe is me, I got to worry about this now. No, there is no worry. You find
don't worry. I'm going to take it full advantage of this and I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to be happy. And if people join, that's great. If they don't, that's their choice. Everybody has free will. And the way I look at it is I'd rather have it and be prepared than not have it and then get caught off guard and go, oh, crap.
Yeah, I get that. I get that too. I mean, we've been prepared for how long? Since what, 3 years? We've been all saying, make sure you have food ready. And look who's here. Look, DHP himself.
Well, hello, DHP. Welcome.
You heard Bible. I better jump in.
Brought to you by Bail. Yes, some of it. Absolutely. But there's a lot of truth to it too. So that's where we have to use our personal discernment.
Yes.
One of these days, all I know is we'll all find out the truth. So regardless of what side you're on. So
that resonates.
Yeah.
There you go. We all agreed to that one.
I agree with Deb. God's in charge. That's it.
There you go.
God's in charge. Thanks, all right. King, did you send that to me in Messenger or email?
Email.
Okay. I'll bring this up, then we're going to jump into questions. All right. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, that's it.
What was that?
That's an interesting looking map.
Yes, it is. Isn't it?
Okay. Well, let's present it.
Present it.
Present.
You can present it if you want to.
We presented it. Okay.
You want to?
So this is Edgar Casey's plus the U.S. Navy has put this out too. Whether it's real, whether it happens, when it happens, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't matter. But this is what is presented out there, what they predict would happen. So
this is off of the U.S. Navy
mapping
that first came out.
it makes me wonder, like with the California coastline, if that's a combination of a tsunami earthquake from the Pacific, plus it would cause the Hoover Dam to break. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think the Hoover Dam is going to break. Yeah.
Yeah. So now the Madrid doesn't look as bad. Looks like more of the damage will be on the West Coast. But of course, the West Coast is on the Ring of Fire. And I was studying that here not too long ago, and it's like the Ring of Fire are portals and gateways.
Oh, you just dropped off. That was interesting.
Who dropped off?
Y'all did.
Oh,
I mean,
Maybe it was just me.
maybe it was just
But
you.
everything just dropped. And then we
I
came
know
back.
that's what happens. If everybody drops, that was you that froze.
I don't freeze. I got warm blood.
He's hot blooded.
I'm a hot-blooded man.
All right. Okie dokie. That's interesting. Let's see. Let's jump in. Can you get coffees?
I do.
Well, did you notice on that map? I was going to say, did you notice on that map that Canada was also affected?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Marcy, I was sitting and with eyes closed. Then I had a sensation happen behind both eyes. Opened eyes and it stopped. Closed eyes, it happened several more times. What was that, please? We appreciate you.
You got bees behind your eyelids?
There's a bees behind the eyelids.
Oh my.
Is it that her pineal gland is activating more where you can start getting your vision?
Yeah, I instantly got that the third eye was still, it's in the process of opening and it does affect your 3D eyes.
Yeah, because it's trying to teach you not to use your visual eyes when you're getting messages through your 3D eye.
It's like when we take our regular senses. If you lose one of them, the other one's heightened.
Yeah.
Right. So is she going to lose both eyes?
Well, we don't want that, but
No, it's not that. It's went to the
guy,
No, but it's to get her into the more clairs instead of focusing on what you're visually seeing.
To celebrate, that's a good thing.
this is interesting. This is good. That is your third eye strengthening. If you learn to take control over it, learn to control it, yeah, which I think you will do in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You'll do quite well. This is a spiritual gift coming out here. Okay. Yeah. This is a positive thing. There's healing taking place because this is Raphael. There's healing taking place with that pineal gland that helps heal that third eye. This is all positive. All positive. So nothing to worry about. Enjoy the bees. Maybe they'll make honey in there. You never know.
Don't mix birds
It just
with
makes
it,
everything so sticky, though. You know.
I just worry if you see birds in the bees, then there's a problem.
I know.
And feed the birds.
This is an adult TV show. Come on. Okay. All right. Any more coffees?
Let me refresh. Nope, that'd be it.
Well, Sunshine is here, and we're putting prayers for your mom.
Yeah, Mama having hip replaced on the 15th, so we're definitely praying for her. We're praying for Sunshine too because she's gonna caretake and make sure Mom's okay. All right, guys. Questions are paused. Star in the last couple here. That's it. Okay, Renee has the last one. That's it. No more.
Is it?
No more. Okay. All right, let me refresh these coffees.
Yes, please. And add a little bit more cream too, if you would like.
Oh,
Where's Lee?
he's in the other room, hopefully keeping Boomer entertained. So, okay. Miss Louise, thanks for the coffees. And yes, I answered your questions in an email, love. They were personal. Thank you, Marcy, for the coffee. She said, thank you for all you do. Miss Charlotte says, was I battling in my sleep last night? Any insights would be appreciated. Thank you.
Who was that?
Miss Charlotte. I'm like, aren't we always? Yeah.
We had the night off.
We didn't.
I did.
You did, yeah. Yeah, a lot of actually, it feels like a lot of newbies, I guess, what you would say, went into battle. My sister woke up and said, "Did I get hit by a 2x4 in my back?"
Was she looking in your closet for the 2x4?
She's going, did you hit me?
I said, "I missed your face." No, I'm kidding. But man, my mom is so sore this morning. She's like bubbled up. It's so funny.
Oh, you're on a protective run. This is a divinity run, so you're there protecting someone. Yeah. You've been doing this. You've been doing this since you were a kid. Well, look at you. Okay, so in the future, you had victory. So yes, you're at battle here. You got rewarded for it. But in the future, you can decide. Always remember that you can tell them not tonight. Okay. Tell them you have a headache. Anyway, just you can decide whether or not you want to go, but you're going there. You're on rescue missions to get these littles out. Yeah. Remember, this is a universal planetary thing. It's not just here on Gaia. So this is going on a lot of places, different densities. Yeah, you absolutely are. Many of us do this, but you always have the free will to say before you close your eyes and go to sleep, not tonight, honey. I have a headache. Okay.
You know, I was getting my hair did this morning, and she's talking to me. All of a sudden, I just went boom. I was out, and she's talking, and I'm talking about something totally different. And it happened twice, and I told her, please, I think I'm in a different density or a different timeline. Luckily, I can talk to her like that.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, she's probably like, okay, wacko. No, but I said, I'm in a different place. My brain's not working right now. And I ended up staying asleep. So I think I did do something. And then I came back. I was exhausted, though.
A lot of times when that happens, like in the middle of the day, you're not, because you're fine 1 minute and out the next. It's not narcolepsy. You're actually being called. It's what I call the emergency calls. They come and get you immediately, and you're like,
or meeting. Yes, it happens all the time. And I have somebody who, I don't know how she knows I'm knocked out. I'm knocked out. I'm knocked out, and it's her purpose to wake me up.
Oh.
I was
tie your ankle to the bedpost. I told you this.
Warm water with fingers inside always does the trick.
Miss Charlotte says the sleep paralysis tried to take over. Yeah, you can control this. Remember, your subconscious is not affected by sleep paralysis. So your free will is still functioning. It just, your body is stuck. So your words, your thoughts, very powerful. You can come out of this. Okay. Someone. Thank you, someone. Good afternoon, Jen. On Monday, I asked if I was here to clean up the curse put on my family, and the cards read, the curse goes back 7 generations, and a male was sacrificed. My cousin Pedro disappeared. Was he the sacrifice? Please and thank you.
7 generations, Pedro? Was Pedro. I'm getting a very strong yes before I even finish the question.
I am too.
Very strong yes.
Ceremonially. Ugh. Yeah, but told a different story. This is coven witchcraft. There's your strong yes. Wing said, look at the base card. You can stop worrying now that you have the answer. It's caused a lot of anxiety in the family. This is a coven card. This is ceremony. You to get told something else, but yeah, this this is
So did Pedro disappear again? Is that what happened?
well, this says in the future you're going to get told some BS stories. So just prepare yourself to hear stories change. But that's what they do because the magician can be a trickster card. Wow. That's sad.
Well, you're here to reverse. You're here to reverse the karma.
Yeah,
curse.
and make peace with it. 'Cause
Mhm.
the unnecessary worry is not. It doesn't do any good. But cutting strings and curses and whatever you want to call them, you can take care of that. Okay. Someone, good afternoon, beautiful soul. I'm going on a family vacation from July 19th to July 26th to Nags Head, North Carolina. Can I go with you?
I didn't know I typed that to you.
I don't know. Does Spirit foresee any weather or closing roads during that week? Please and thank you.
Okay, July what?
Oh, July 19th through the 26th. Okay.
To North Carolina?
Nags Head, North Carolina. Yep.
Next. Oh, yeah. Miss Mary?
I want to go.
Closes or anything. And getting a subtle yes, but it's someone's going to tell them that for your safety, don't go there. But will it be clear for her? Will it be safe for her? For Mary?
This is notification of possible detour. That you may have a little bit of a wait. Make sure that you're getting it from the right source. Okay, trust your source. So whoever's telling you this right now, it's standing at it's not open. There's like a detour. But in the future, make sure you check it again when it gets closer to that time, because this is indicating a little bit of a wait. Check the resources, but it'll be cleaned up. So let's check it again before you leave.
Yeah, please.
Just to double check. So you've got about a week. What are you cheerleading for?
Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter.
What?
Go ahead.
1:38 your time we have, Danielle.
Oh, she's new.
She's new.
Hi, Danielle.
You want to add that question in your queue? She just wants to know about our galactic origins. Yeah, you got it. Thank you.
Okay.
You got it?
Yep. All right.
Jeez, Arnold, you're so fast.
Michael Benz.
Uh-oh.
Who's this guy? Okay.
Not again.
Again. It has been said that prices will go back to the 1955 time. Is that still on during this timeline, or what do the cards say? Last time I checked, they are, but I think it's going to take quite a while to get there. Let's take a look.
Are we still on the timeline of 1955? Is that what we're looking for?
Yeah, I want to know whether or not I can start buying my black leather jackets and
Oh,
slick my hair back.
you're already slicking your hair back. Are we still on the same timeline? It's rolling back the 1955 prices. Oh, is that funny? Some people are going to fight about it. They're not going to be happy about it. They don't want to go
Really?
backwards. That is
Yeah.
funny. Yes, but
It will. It's going to take some finagling, though. Yeah,
Well,
we're going to be
some people-
celebrating. King of Wands is going to do it for us.
What
This
was
tells
that?
me.
Is that before or after he closes up for the night?
Well, I don't know. He watched the oracles this morning. The high heels kept coming in there. He says anyone that shows up for auditions with red high heels is automatically disqualified. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Silver
this-
high.
This says that who's in charge of finances. So whether that's Scott or whoever's doing it, they're already working on this plan. So they're already in the process. Yep, deals are being made.
Excellent.
But there's some people that are fighting it. They don't want to go back.
Yeah, Mr. T. So we're in limbo right now, but yeah, this is a huge part of the deals that he's making. And I also get that this is a huge Nasara Jasara thing. So yeah, this is a positive.
Ooh.
Yep. And you got that people are arguing about it?
I have it that they don't want to.
I'm sure there's resistance because this is what keeps us in limbo. They're like, we can't do that. We'll lose money. Well, if you think about it, all prices will change. The value of homes and cars and all that, they go back to a gold standard, not a fake fiat. So, what was the price of a loaf of bread in 1955?
Probably under a dime.
It was under
Wow.
a quarter of that because in
I know
1960.
gas around that time was like 25 cents a gallon.
Oh,
Well,
wouldn't that be nice?
This is what I have this question about. Like we're going for the humanitarian money and we're going for the RV, and then you buy 10 cents for a loaf of bread. We're like Richie Rich.
Makes your money stretch further.
It is, but it's not. Okay, I'll say from Princess Bride, it's unfathomable.
It's unfathomable.
It's inconceivable.
It is
Inconceivable.
especially when you've been paying $87 for a dozen eggs. And, yeah, it does seem that way. But hey, that's more canning jars I can buy.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Sunshine says it was 8 cents for bread.
Who's this witch that comes in here and puts this question in here like I'm automatically gonna star it for her?
I mean, yeah, like
What? Like she's
she
space.
should have just put in there. I'm new here.
We're gonna be here for the next 10 years doing coffee questions. So. Jillsy. There was an active shooter in Rupert and Burley, Idaho last night. No news on it. Hearing 5 people killed. My daughter lives there and isn't getting much info. What can we find out? Ooh, we're going to be sneaky. Okay. Get sneaky with your deck.
Ooh.
Why are they? Okay. Wings, that's not helping. It's like watching an action movie in my head. Okay.
Well, I'm getting that they're waking up sleeper cells now.
Ugh. Okay, white hat operation. This is kidnapping. They don't want you to know. They're playing smoke and mirrors right now. They just want to kind of clean it up and walk away. I don't know that you will hear about it. Trust your intuition. This is clean up, healing, hope for the future, but this is like kidnapping for trophy purposes. This is disgusting, but this is a white hat operation. So even the little tiny ones, but they're going to play it like smoke and mirrors. What are you talking about? That didn't happen.
Gaslighting us.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. So I don't get that you will hear about it. This is military operation.
Wow.
That's sad.
That looks painful.
Possible loss. It does look painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't get that anyone else is in danger. This was like, get in, do your job, clean it up, and leave, and nothing ever happened. That's kind of the way it's reading. Okay. It is. Yeah, it's white hat gaslighting. It's exactly what it is. Okay. Thank you, someone. It's Miss Bonita. Jen, what is happening with all the trade deals President Trump is having lately? Are they bringing in the Jubilee this way? Please and thank you. The Jubilee officially started when the big, beautiful bill was signed. Now we add to it. And here's an interesting question. I'll get to Bonita's, but I have another one I can piggyback off of.
Is this the Vippy?
Here.
This is what we call host is taking full advantage of her powers. Okay.
Ooh. No
Just remember that.
He,
No
yeah,
Kingsley.
he tweeted, Nadia's thinking, maybe I should start hosting a show. Okay. He had tweeted the other day that as of August 1st, all the money would start rolling in. Money would be due and be paid on August 1st, like tariffs and things like that. I wonder if that is part of a, so you'll be paid by August 1st too kind of thing. Is he letting us know? Like, I know you're all asking questions and you're losing patience, but I'm just curious if that was kind of a hidden message or if he's really just talking about tariffs. But I'm going to do Bonita's first and see about these. The trade deals really do have to do with Nasara, Jasara, and the Jubilee. That started with the big, beautiful bill, but there's 2 more bills coming that he's going to add to it. But we're going to get into a mess where he's going to have no choice but to announce in the next 6 months that we have to go to a gold standard. We're going back to it, which will start your price drops. Everything has to be based, even the loaves of bread have to be based on gold. So I know his plan, but let's look into these deals.
Oh. I glitched.
What is it?
I must have glitched again.
Don't call yourself names. That's not nice.
It's very frustrating when you see everybody frozen and you don't know it's
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Let me tell you about it.
It would not have been the first time.
Yeah, we kind of have to look at this from a different perspective and trust our intuition. There's, oh yes, he's got this set in motion. The King of Pentacles is the one that controls the stability of all the money. He's been doing this. 5 of Cups, to make sure that we don't lose, but other nations will. The ones that have been robbing us blind, basically. Okay. King of Wands, this is the action. He's going to be taking further action in the future. Queen of Wands.
Oh, more strip clubs? What the heck?
So this is really trying to get, oh, wow, this is beautiful. People that working with people who he can trust, who he can't. He's kind of weeding them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's making deals, and this is all part of the Jubilee, but we have to look at it from a different point of view. There's your Sun card. This is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we'll have to keep paying attention. And of course, not all of it's going to be out in front of your face. Now, I'm going to piggyback off of that and say, and ask if that tweet about money being paid out as of August 1st, if that includes us. Maybe it was just the tariffs.
Okay, what is this? Teaching.
I get a yes.
There's an Ace of Cups. That's a yes. Everything will be fulfilled. King of Pentacles. That's for the stability. Nine of Wands. He's well aware. That was kind of him letting us know, I know you're tired. Just like when he sneaks in, he uses the term to let everybody know that he's on track, is tippy top. He uses that term. He's like, I hear you. That's what he does. And there's a divine creator. I'll tell you when it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm getting, I got there's a teaching lesson before this happens.
Yeah. This is already in the works, but there's still that fighting. There's still.
It's a teaching lesson. It's a lesson of who do you trust? What do you trust? How do you hold on to your money? Because more people who get the Nasara money or whatever will be spending it frivolously instead of controlling it. So there's a teaching lesson to come also with this.
Yeah. Well, there's a second ace. So you have two strong yeses and the Four of Pentacles. It is about reserving, knowing how that you're going to invest it. That's an entrepreneur card. You have to know what you're going to do with it before they give it to you. Okay. All right. I'll take that answer.
No. What do you got, Schneider?
All right. Let me refresh this.
You okay? You okay, baby? You got it? Good boy. You're okay, love. You're okay, baby?
My internet.
It's
Weird. That's just lagging behind. Well, I'll give that a
So it's
minute.
not
too.
just me. Okay.
Jen, do you want to close questions?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put the banner up. Miss Sharon has the next coffee question. Did my mother hear my 10-minute rant to her for all the shit she put us kids through? I unloaded on her. This funeral is a disaster for what my youngest sister is putting my older sister and brother through. What does the divine creator say? I hope she heard every word. Thanks.
Wait. Can you?
You're healing.
Yeah, but can you repeat? Who was that from?
Sharon.
Oh.
She just lost her mom but has a new baby.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the funerals will do that to people. So she wants to know if mom heard every word. Well, not only will I tell you if mom heard that, I'll give you a response if she has one.
Guys, close your ears.
Sharon needs to go do that meditation.
Yeah. Actually, it's trauma that's coming out of you that needed to be.
You're going through a healing, yeah.
Yeah. So it's actually nothing to do with mom. It's removing things that you needed to get out of your throat chakra, solar plexus. And I bet you felt better right after that. What you get, King?
No, it's a different questions.
Mm. It's pro favor. Oh my God.
Pro favor.
Spell check got me again.
Good for you for using your words. You used them very strategic. Oh, she heard you. I think this is funny because I always look at the pictures. It's like you're ready to swing a sword at her and she's grabbing your wrist going, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It's a long distance call. Can't hear you.
This is a mess you kids are dealing with, like financially and everything.
Wow.
Okay. The world card. This is a cycle for you that's breaking. Okay. This is this anger and built up frustration. You have all the tools to deal with it. And sometimes using that voice is what's necessary. It's a release. You got to cleanse all of that. So you are completing this cycle. 9 of Cups. Be proud of yourself. Okay. This is personal emotional fulfillment. The Chariot. This is triumph. This is gonna help you move forward through all this adversity. Because you don't want to hold on to that stuff. 10 of Wands is this burden is wrapping up. It's coming to completion. You're going to feel so much better. Mom heard you. 5 of Cups. This is loss. 5 of Wands. This is inner turmoil that you need to deal with. Remember, 5s in tarot are temporary. This is something that you need to go through. Yeah. And she's sorry. She heard you. Okay. But Spirit's more focused on how you're taking this and how you're going to deal with it. So come out of this win-win. Sorry you lost Mom, but this is where healing takes place. And maybe you'll be able to face your family with an easement here. Okay.
Yeah. It is, hate to say it, a good thing. Because everything that was pent up right now, it makes you feel lighter.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. I believe that is it for the coffees. Nope, it's not. Joe McWill. Thank you for that wonderful meditation for sending that to Nadia, Jojo. That was great. Did Trump really just invest $37 million in dinar? That's not the only thing he invested in. He invested in
2000.
Who?
The crypto.
Did Trump invest 37 million in dinar? He's got tons of Zim bonds, Vietnamese. He's got a little bit of everything. He has a right to prosper too, because he bought this stuff years ago, not when he was president. He bought it as a civilian and has the receipts to prove it. But let's see.
Are they selling poles in Walmart?
It's the red. Instead of the blue light from Kmart, it's the red light specials.
Oh, that's Kmart.
Uh-oh, look at Melania.
I like this. Yeah, in the past, he bought this in the past. He took a gamble with it, but it's all in his kids and Melania's name.
Smart man.
Yeah.
So he knew what they were going to do with him.
Yeah, he moved it all, but it's set up to where he'll be able to use it once he's a civilian. Yeah, he can't do it because they'll try to take it away from him.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, smart.
So it's all in his pages and Melania's name. And with her being pregnant, that means Barron, and this means all of his kids. So, yeah. And in the future, that means burden wrapping up. This is coming to a conclusion. Look at this, Knight of Pentacles. So Don Jr.'s like going to kind of handle it, disperse it. He certainly did. And there's your Emperor card. He no dummy. He took full control of the situation because he knew it in the past. There's the Wheel of Fortune. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm gambling on this. I'm going to take control.
Well, Mary Jones wrote something very interesting. During The Apprentice, Trump gave winners Zim bonds and told them they would be worth a lot of money.
Yes, he did. It actually, I think it was his very last show. He passed out Zim bonds and he said, hold on to these. They're going to be worth millions someday. And I'm like,
okay. Be worth millions.
And millions and millions.
Yep.
And trillions.
Yeah. So he did, but he played it smart. So good for him. All right. That's it for the coffees. Let's get going. Let's see how fast we can do these.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
Okay.
Ooh.
Here's this person. A certain chat GPT mentioned that in 2037 there was an apocalypse. Is this in our timeline? Why don't you tell the story before I pull cards?
All right, boys and girls, here's the story.
Ooh,
Man.
This woman went on her chat GPT, and somehow the chat GPT glitched, thought it was in 2050, and said to the person, I am so glad you survived the 2037 apocalypse. So, is it a matrix? Is it a glitch? Or is it our timeline?
I can't help that, Wings. He goes, some people aren't going to like his answer.
Okay. So it's in our timeline. Thanks, Wings.
He said, I didn't say that.
What was the question again? A certain chat GPT mentioned that in 2037 there was an apocalypse. Okay.
Is it a glitch? Is it
This
a
in our timeline.
Wrapping it up.
I'm not getting this as our timeline.
Well, if she's getting it, yeah. Well, someone will walk away, I guess.
It's our
not
timeline.
my timeline.
That's what?
It's our timeline.
It's
This
not
is
my
in the-
time.
This is happening in the future. It'll wrap up quite quickly. This is like the final thing before we leave. The angels come and get us.
Oh, so after this is the rapture, the 2037?
I don't know if it was Nostradamus or if it was somebody else that was predicting 2036 was to be the ending, the apocalypse.
Yeah, it would be the final knockdown, drag out war. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Even though we don't know which calendar all this is supposed to be on. Did it already
go through the drive-through?
There's only a couple weeks difference between Gregorian and Julian. So,
what about the Mayan? Is Mayan part of Julian or Gregorian?
That 2012, we got a reset. It reset it, but it didn't change the Gregorian and Julian. It just changed the year. So this says that we're still on track for that to happen. Yep. And then we leave.
Leave? Where are we going? Should ask Dad. Where are we going, Dad?
Where do you want to go? This says we can be with the angels.
Are we there
yet? This is when all the new beginning stuff starts. That's when your 1,000 years of peace starts. Is when that final Gog and Magog is over with and it's done. So, okie dokie.
Sharon popped in and she said, thank you so much. For her and her sister ranted. And you might want to, Sharon, you and your sister might want to do that meditation that was linked up above.
Her childhood sounds like mine.
We all went through this, though. This is what every light worker had to go through. You have to find your voice. Mm-hmm. You have to release. Peel the layers, the onion layers, so your light can shine. So,
well, I guess I'll see the other Star Wars coming.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I'm just going to use the time wisely.
Yep.
All
right, Deb. Has a major Southern Ocean current reversed spirit? What?
Huh?
Has
a major Southern Ocean current reversed
spirit? Reversed?
Can you elaborate on that, Deb?
Maybe does Spirit think that the major Southern Ocean current has been reversed?
Or did Spirit reverse the major Southern Ocean current?
What you talking about, Willis? Come on, Deb.
Now, when you say you're weeding,
Spirit.
You said asking spirit. Okay.
Yes.
now when you say you're doing weeding in the backyard, you are doing weeding, right?
She doesn't have to answer that.
Yeah. Just practicing my breathing.
Just don't inhale, or was it, or don't exhale? What was Clinton's? I didn't inhale.
I did not inhale.
Asking spirit has the major southern ocean current reverse. Is that what it is?
Yeah, has a major southern ocean current reverse. Oh yeah, yes. And quite strong too.
It's getting there. I think it takes. It's still reversing it. I think it's still in the process of reversing it.
Yeah, well, this tells me that it's doing it on its own. It's kind of the hangman is reversed because he's upside down, obviously. So it's flowing in a different direction. First of all, you're not going to hear about this. You will not hear about this. Okay, so don't expect to see it on your news because these are distraction cards.
Well, I wonder what kind of an impact that would have.
Well, this says it can create loss. They don't want to create fear either.
Can you imagine that when they said there is no ice mountain melting? There's no such thing.
Wouldn't it be amazing if when this happens, we start seeing Lemuria and Atlantis coming up?
That's
What's
what
interesting, you two just said exactly what these two cards say. Nadia says, okay, so their narrative would die.
Mm-hmm.
It would totally change their narrative because swords are information, words, media, that stuff. And this is producing something new. Like it would be new to us if Lemuria and Atlantis showed.
Yeah.
So they can't kill the narrative because then they would have to admit the conspiracy theorists were correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What else is
they're
new?
going to keep you. So they're going to keep it a secret so they don't lose credibility. Not like they have any left. But yeah, this is to produce something new. New things materializing.
Well, if the currents reverse, so if you this is not a bad thing, but if you take your thumb and point it downwards where Lemuria was down, the Earth it's rotating clockwise, so it goes down. But if you flip it up counterclockwise as the reverse, Lemuria or Atlantis will go up.
Well, up yours too, Nadia. Gosh.
Does it have to be the
Go ahead,
thumbs?
King A.
Does it have to be the thumbs?
Well, no, but this is a way of finding out which way energy flows.
Well, I can use any finger for that.
Is that like figure out where the wind's going?
You remember that?
It's not exactly the finger I was thinking of, but yeah.
I know,
okay.
but I got boys and girls here.
We have to keep it clean.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Don't go through the drive-through.
All right, it's a baby. Question. Any message for me today?
Question any
no.
message for you today?
We question everything.
Thanks for letting us know to the baby. Question any message go there today.
Question any message. Yes. Question any message. Question that.
What's happening with the baby? Any message for the baby?
Something's got your attention. A little one? Has your grandson got your attention?
Interesting.
Your grandson going through something. He's hit an age where he needs a male role model more than you. No offense. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Young men need father figures in their life. he's in limbo. It's put you in limbo. Spirit's saying they need to increase a daddy role model here. If grandson is he's hitting a new phase in his life, it may have gotten your attention, especially when they start getting mouthy. Yeah, it's heartbreaking because he's growing up, but this is part of it. He needs a male role model because if not, they rebel and they break hearts.
I'm also getting that he's getting he's angry for the passing of his mom right now.
Yeah, well, this is sadness. I don't know that we have anger, but he is going through the roller coaster of emotions. So anger could be happening, but there's a lot of attitude here. The older he gets, those hormones kick in. He needs a male role model to deal with that.
Yeah, but almost like he wants to cut her off. He doesn't want to deal with her, the loss of it, almost like a denial.
Yeah.
So don't bring it up. So maybe it's almost like he's going through a grieving process right now. So let him go
feel what he needs to feel and just let him know I'm here. But this is really strengthening. He'd have more triumph moving forward with male role model. Somebody to pull him aside and say, look, I know you're going through a lot of changes right now, whatever. Because he's not going to get that from you. You come across as like, if you're the closest one to him, he'll rebel against you faster than anybody else. It's just natural. It's not that you did anything wrong, but young men need men as role models. Okay. So I hope you didn't take that wrong. Okay. All right. Drusilla has this one. On 4th of July, my mom and I were in my backyard. All of a sudden, there was an extremely strong man cologne scent around us. Who is visiting us?
Well, who is it that you know of that used cologne all the time? And what's the smell like?
Your grandfather? I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Gray
Maternal.
hair.
I'm getting maternal.
Yeah, the mom's father. Is it Drusilla's grandfather? Her mom's father. Oh yeah. Oh, nice.
This is aftershave. Did he use aftershave?
Aqua Velva.
Aqua Velva. That's exactly what I was thinking. No, masking as the grandfather in secret. I don't like this energy. These are all negative. So someone's masking in secret. This is a negative entity getting you lying, trying to get you to think that it's a loved one.
Oh.
They do cloak themselves to get close to you.
Is it a trickster?
It is the grandfather, but it's not him that's there. It's someone portraying that they're him. This is the grandfather that you've lost. So, because that's what I got. I never thought that it would be cloaked, but it is.
Is he stuck in the tree? Is he asking for help? The grandfather asking for help?
Asking to like a tree cleansing release or
yeah, I think that a devil has him stuck.
Was he an angry man?
You are not going to make it.
What? We're not going to make it?
No, I mean it's an hour 14 minutes in. And
He's
she's
got
still
a hot.
got 21 questions left.
He's got
a hot date.
Got it.
No, I have no hot date. Thank you very much.
He doesn't know which way to go. He's being controlled.
He's stuck. Yes. He's chained and bound.
Yeah.
And
Need to do
there's no
some
women on
cleansing
boat.
so he can be released.
This is crazy.
He was a mean husband to my grandma. Yeah, he was a control freak. That's that Emperor card, but that has caused him to be stuck. So you guys need to do forgiveness on him, but you can help his soul. Now, it is up to Yeshua which way he goes, but he doesn't need to be lingering around you. It's a lot of negative energy. Okay. Hi,
Priscilla,
Sean.
I'm going to give you I'm going to put on there a meditation. It's a forgiveness meditation that might work.
There in the beginning of the show. It's great.
Well, that's a meditation. This one's to forgive, not to release.
Okay. Roman. Honey Golden says all the negative ETs are gone. What is left that still feeds on Loosh or hinders humans? The negative humans. Because Satan worshippers, basically, Roman. They have chosen to worship the dark side, and in order for them to continue and survive, that's who's feeding on it. Just like we produce love and light and positive energy and absorb each other's good love and light, they do the opposite. So that's why they want you worried all the time and
angry and divided. They love division.
Yeah. Okay, Roman, don't laugh.
Can I please before we...
Next month, there is a 3-day Dallas. I love you, Roman. There's a 3-day Dallas reunion in Hewing Barbecue at South Fork in Texas. Will it be canceled or happen? I would have loved to go.
Have loved to go, so you already wrote it. Will the reunion be canceled? Will it happen? Same thing as your Big Brother show.
I'm getting not canceled, will happen.
I'm getting they're still in the works, but it may cancel.
Yes. You don't want to go to this.
Oh, no.
You don't want to go to this.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you don't want to go to this. There's negative energy here. This is a tough decision. This is in charge. Yeah, they're still going to do it, but don't go. This is like, talk about sucking loose out of somebody. This is what they're doing. You got to remember, you're talking Hollywood, reunion or not. Okay, so you got to have a tough decision. This is to keep you trapped, stuck, disappointment. I don't like it. I know that you want to go because you enjoy the show, and that's fine. But when you get up and close to these people, it's not good.
Well, it's not only that. You know, we always think of Lucia as bad, negative energy, sadness, anger, fear. But like in concerts, the celebrities actually draw your energy for them to have energy.
Yeah.
So you also have to look at that in a negative way. If you're like a big fan of theirs, they will suck all the energy they can.
Okay. Miss Mary, do I need to see a doctor for UTI? Please and thank you.
This is Mary. Mary, if you boil, I have a yes, but if you can boil parsley, like a tea, and drink it, it cleans out, flushes. Also, if you have colloidal silver, that can work.
Yes. It's got your attention. You need to go get help. This is healing. You need to have someone assist you.
Yeah.
I think it's too far gone. That's why.
It's a very strong yes. Very strong.
Yes. So you do, darling.
But I would still boil parsley. It's not going to hurt you, but it'll help flush out what you have.
Yeah.
Sage and rosemary.
Yeah.
And thyme.
Let's just make a turkey, okay? Let's just do that.
No, he's singing Simon and Garfunkel. Are you going to Scarborough Fair?
Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah.
So,
Remy, any messages for me from Sport?
Well, since you said please, yes, there is.
Okay, Wings. He's just jumping right in here. He said Remy needs a nap.
That we all need a nap, actually.
You'll have to let us know if that's accurate, Ms. Remy.
Speaking of which, did she have her reading with you yet?
No.
Not this month?
Remy.
She got to contact me so I can schedule it.
Spurt says, call Jan. Thank you.
There
Next
you
question.
go.
There you go. Is there a card with a phone on it?
Oh, you're doing better spiritually. Looky there.
Yeah, looky.
You're holding your own. Good. You're resisting the negativity. Look at you.
Wow.
Those are victories.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, she likes being tied up.
That's why she needs a nap. Well, she might. To each their own.
She might need to go into the bed and take a nap.
You're doing very, very well, but these ones that the spirit that you're fighting against have intentions of trapping you and wearing you down, but you're holding your own. Okay, so
keep doing what you're doing.
Fight. Yeah, keep up what you're doing. It is exhausting. Ask for help. It's okay to call on heavenly hosts. Okay, Yeshua and Michael will help you. But yeah, they want to get you trapped into a negative mindset again. Like, I can't do this. I can't do that. Nothing's working right. Everything's negative. No, you're doing great. You've been putting a lot of hard work in it. So keep up the good fight. Okay. Yeah, this is why Wing said she needs a nap. That's my you need a nap card.
Okay. Can we get those instead of Bippies? They'll be like, gotta go. I need a nap.
All right. Miss Colleen, we are going to the theater district in Chicago on Sunday. Is there anything we should look out for? Well, Nadia, what do you think?
On Sunday?
Look out for Nadia.
They're not having any Grand Prix races next week, so that's good.
Is there still violence going on in downtown Chicago?
It's anywhere. This is when the temperature goes up higher, you're going to hear something. But the theater district, how's the theater district? Will it be safe on Sunday?
I'm getting a no.
There's something, but it's more of the past. It's going to be okay, but you're going to hear something of the past that happened there. Or let's see what happened. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something there spiritually is off here. You will hear something. I'm trying to figure out what the tower moment is because this is encouraging you to go.
Maybe that's what I mean. She might hear something or see something there.
Maybe when you get there, there's a tower moment. Like you have already gone. See, I don't like that. Ugh.
Ooh.
You're gonna have to trust your gut on this one. This is saying like you'll get there, because I'll tell you it's okay. There's something spiritually weird going on there. If you get there, there's something weird that's gonna happen.
You know what? I'm checking, but I think the divine needs Colleen to be there. Probably have a light there or something like that.
This is to take action and go and don't fear it. So maybe you just go and cleanse the energy while you're there. I don't get anything happening to you personally, but there's something weird going on in the area.
So your presence, Colleen, will either change it, but yeah, use your intuition, no fear. But it's like when I have to go to the hospital and I have to change the energy there. I don't want to be there, but there's something that says I have to be there. Same thing like that.
Trust your gut. What is your gut telling you to do? Or you could take this as take the King of Wands with you. So, all right, Jojo. I had a crazy dream. The one thing I kept saying to remember was we were passing around some green aventurine
Venturing.
crystal. We were in a circle, and it seemed very important to me. Insights.
Green adventuring is use your voice. Green is no, it's heart, isn't it? Adventure. It's the green adventuring from. Is it the heart?
Some kind of protection. Family that's been left out. This is a process you've been working on. It's something's happened. Some recklessness. You're watching somebody make reckless moves right now, almost a male energy. They're just not a part of it. Working on this relationship. This is a healing of a heart. You're holding on to something. You need to free and let it go.
It's the heart, and she just wrote on the bottom. Skip is on his way to the ER.
So, but that's not what this is. I'll check on Skip, but I don't know. This is not that. This dream had to do with the sun. Possibly wrong decisions. That you need to free your heart and let it go. Yeah, set boundaries and be at peace with it. It was very important to you. You're holding on to it. You're passing it around. I think Spirit's trying to get you prepared to let go.
Yeah, there's a possibility.
Because if you're dealing with a son who's not making wise decisions, you can't fix him.
No, she's saying Skip is on his way to the ER.
Yeah, no, that's separate. But the dream that she had, I'm picking up on the son's energy.
Okay.
Skip. Okay. It's good that he's going. Pray. Some changes happening with he's going to be okay. This is hope, optimism, healing. The death card, don't let that freak you out. Something's changing. His heart rate changed or something, his blood pressure. You can manifest healing for this. He's going to be okay.
What? Experimental infusion. Okay.
Yeah, there's victory here. Skip's going to be okay, but whatever happened, it was enough to scare him. Yeah. Okay, Nadia, that's your sign. That's your healing card. So do you want to put some collars on him? If I do it, he'll be in a coma. Okay.
While he's driving. Please don't do it while he's driving.
Well, just look at the bright side, though. If you do that, then he'll get enough sleep.
I know. He's unresponsive.
Now while he's driving.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Roman, how many fractals do I have left until I'm a complete fractal rock? Funny. And what happens then? Well, it's different for everybody. Let's see.
I'm getting 6, and you go back to the source.
Usually when you're whole and complete and the time's up, you do return to the creator. But it just depends. If there's some major battle to be won, sometimes it takes a whole complete you to stay here and complete the battle. Then you go back to creator. Let's see. Yeah.
I need my glasses from those cards, jeez.
I know, right?
They're small.
King is correct on 6. You have 5 that are still out there. 1 is on its way back to you now. So that would be 6 total. You still have a mission. So you don't get to go home. You will be given the option.
You're not leaving your room
Some
yet.
people just cannot go home, you know?
Yeah. You're going to be stuck here. But they will give you the option. You're going to stay here because you've got a bigger job to do.
Because Dallas is coming.
Yeah. You're supposed to stay here. The world needs your energy for manifesting here.
Yep.
So you've got 5 that are floating around, and 1 is already on its way back to you. So if you feel physical changes, if you have here recently, or you might get ready to, if you feel a jolt or have some weird dream that seems like somebody else's memory, well, say welcome home, peace. Okay.
Well, he'll be like giving you the option. They'll be given the option, and he'll say, "But I got to see brother, big brother. It's coming on this week."
No, you don't drop dead. There is a process. It's okay. But this is no. You guys.
But
don't
it's
get that.
Dallas.
Yeah.
And it's a reunion.
It's a, is JR coming?
You can't.
He can't. He's done.
Is Patrick Duffy behind the shower curtain?
He can't either.
Okay. All right, Maj. Why has my cat been acting so different lately? Energy changes is normally
Yes.
what happens.
Well, different is it moving away from you or coming towards you?
Morphing into something else.
No, we don't want that. He turns into a person and goes,
It's a
"Girlfriend,
shapeshifter.
yeah, girlfriend, let me tell you."
Well, when they get cuddly with you, it's love, affection. They sense that you need that, or protection
And healing.
and healing. Or if they move away from you, you got a bad attitude, and they don't want any part of that energy.
Mhm.
Roman. Who am I? Klinger from MASH? Stain?
Just make sure you're wearing the right outfit. Okay.
There you go.
6 of Swords. The kitty's moving out of troubled water. 6 of Pentacles. Trying to help. Queen of Wands. You need healing.
She does.
Yeah. This is trying to help. Trying to heal. You need healing here. But you're too distracted. This says meditate and you'll be complete. So your cat's trying to wake you up. Take these paws. Snap out of it. Yeah.
Sounds familiar. The distracted thing sounds very familiar.
I thought that was read a book. Okay.
Well, could be
Okay.
on meditation.
All right.
Okay. Bonita. We have to deliver load. Don't tell me what you're hauling. I don't want to know.
Yeah, we
To
don't know what-
California the 14th. Do you see our trip being okay? Please and thank
Is
you.
this your second drop, Bonita, or is this the same one?
She's a busy lady. She drives big rig all over the country.
Yeah. But did she already go to California and come back, or is this the same question that we had a while back?
Oh, I don't know.
Do we have to deliver a load for California? Okay. Is the trip going to be okay?
I get a strong yes.
Yeah, I have a yes. It was quick. It came really quick.
You're protected. No
You
worries.
Keep your light on, Bonita. Even if you don't go to Motel 6.
No
Yeah,
worries.
leave the
Do
light
your
on
prayer.
for you.
Yeshua, Archangel Michael is with you to slay dragons. So do your prayer before you leave. You're manifesting a good, positive trip. You got a man with you?
Oh, man. Maybe she's dropping that load off.
This is good. This is success. May take you a little longer. This trip is not quite. You've made this trip before, but this time might take a little bit longer, but it's okay.
Mhm.
You've got success here. Okay,
And then rest.
maybe she's dropping off the husband. All right, Remy. Am I right about Hampton?
I don't know. Are you?
Dan Hampton? Oh, that's a football player. Is Remy right about Hampton?
That's getting a
That's-
yeah, may have a little bit more to it, but yes, you are.
There is. Is it your daughter's boyfriend or something? Because it's basically about security. Yeah, you don't like him.
Something fishy about him.
Yeah,
He's
You're good,
kind of
that's-
full of smoke and mirrors here.
Mhm.
Something hidden.
Immature.
That's not hidden.
Yeah, Ace of Wands. You need to trust your instinct on this. He's full of crap. And is only going to be there to break hearts and loss. You're going to have to be there to pick
Is.
up pieces. Yeah.
We'll see. Listen.
I don't like these dudes. He is two-faced. He shows himself. He has no integrity. He's immature. So he acts one way in public, and in private, he's a different person.
Yeah, he's controlling is what I'm getting.
I'm also getting, if this is who I feel like it's her daughter's maybe new boyfriend or something. Watch out. Be protective of the baby.
Okay. All right. Eva's got this one. After the clearing, my mom did not see or notice any negative energies around the house, but now she's saying that something is back. Is it another negative entity? It could be a guardian, but let's see.
Well, that's the other tree.
Oh. Did you only do one?
We only did one because somebody of her blood relatives is practicing, and that's her free will. But she can do that. Is this another negative entity?
Protector.
Is it the same? I'm going to ask if it's the same entity first. Is it the same entity? Okay. They're connected. They're connected.
Yeah, it's connected to this one that's already walked away. So the normal 8 of Cups, you have this dude that walks away. This is connected. I don't know which tree you did, but these are two. You have 2 aces. So the entity is gone, but this is a different entity, but they're connected.
Yes, that's what I got.
So one's gone, but another one is taking its place.
Well, can one be negative and the other positive?
I don't think
that's what I'm getting. I'm getting positive protection.
Positive?
Cloaking is positive. This is cloaking as positive. That means, I don't like it. This needs prayer. This needs prayer and get rid of it. So they're acting like, you know me, I'm okay. And that, no.
She's familiar with it. So, Eve, I'll call you later.
This is prayer. Use your words to slay the dragon, okay? Because this is an imposter. That's smoke and mirrors. But the two do go hand in hand, okay? You took out my friend. I'll come in and take over. So you got one more dragon to slay here, okay?
But is it connected from the other tree?
This is one tree. This is another tree.
Yeah. Because I'm getting it's like more generations behind is where this is connected.
Yeah.
It's further back.
4.
4.
4 generations back from what it was.
But it's not the maternal side, it's the paternal.
Correct.
Yeah. It's a different one.
I wonder why I've been feeling so off and drained lately without doing much at all.
Well, we got a very heavy Schumann resonance and it's causing a lot of people to be exhausted.
Yeah,
Very much so. In fact, I might just go to sleep right now.
well, it can be exhaust. That could be exhausting, but you still kind of have to make yourself get up and
Yep.
do certain things. You have to check certain boxes, tend to the small things, and make part of that grounding. So if you can walk outside and ground with Gaia, she'll help with those energies.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're in spiritual limbo right now, but transition phase, and that's when the Schumann resonance goes up. So we go through these roller coaster moments, and we're in one of those valleys right now. But it meaning our energy. Schumann's up, we're low because we're exhausted. Okay. When Schumann's really powerful, we're doing that work, but it causes our energy to drain. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're just in a transitional phase. Work on it. Figure out what works for you. Grounding and meditation and staying focused. You got to look
Well,
at it from a different perspective. Make it work for you.
if you're focused just on the fatigue, that's all you're going to have. But if you focus on okay, they want me to just stay still. Now work on what you need to work on.
Yeah.
That's all. Don't focus on the tired. Focus on, okay, I'm going to sit, but what is it that I have to work on right now? If it's working on meditation, work on meditation.
Use that Schumann resonance to your benefit.
Yep.
Great way to manifest and send love and all that good energy. Roman, anything on the west coast of Florida that I should be prepared for or aware of besides the hurricane we are not going to have? You say so. Okay. All right. Roman has put his foot down. There will be no hurricane.
All right. As it says.
On the west coast of Florida, I am getting, oh, yes, you will. And
So the
two.
Gulf of America side, right? Okay.
There's 2. August and October.
Anything on the west coast of
Ugh. You say your prayers all you want to, but this sucker's coming in.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's lining up to slam into it. Page of Swords is always, it's okay. Remember your prayers because it still impacts the damage done with the tower moment here. Okay. It's going to do a lot of damage. That Ten of Swords is, that's not good. Prayers can help reverse. You do have some ability, so you can dull it a little bit. So take action, have faith, and know your words are powerful. You can dull a storm.
Oh, you can.
Okay.
What's that last card?
The Fool.
Okay.
That means go forward with faith. Say your prayers, and a mindset is huge of how you deal with it as well. All right, Roman. Is that land split map still valid on our timeline? Yeah, we went over this. Did I pull cards on it if it was our timeline?
No, we didn't. We did it on one other thing, but not on this one.
You're talking about the Madrid fault?
Yeah.
And the flooding that's going to cause more.
Is that on our timeline? Is that our future?
Our timeline.
Is this land split map still valid on our time?
Yeah, we can lessen it. is our future. Oh gosh, there's gonna be lots of islands. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's your timeline split. That means our ability to change it and reverse it is still possible.
Hmm.
Okay.
Because you don't know if this was happening, but if we raise Lemuria, we might not see that.
They're raising both Lemuria and Atlantis.
Yeah, we won't see that. Oh, happening fast.
As of right now, the energy is it's coming. Because I don't think a lot of people, nobody's really thought of, that's not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen. And denial will get you nowhere. But maybe if it starts being talked about a little bit more, we can manifest it changing. Okay. This is the Roman show.
Yeah.
What is the White Hat's greatest fear or concern with regard to humans, and what is unfolding? Them harming themselves and others.
Yes, yeah.
The mindset, people losing their mind, and they're trying to save as many as they can. We're going to lose a bunch, but it really is a mindset. When they find out how deep this goes, how long it's been going on in the lies, self-harm and harming others, and burning down every governmental building that ever existed. Yeah. I've looked into this many times. Like, what are they afraid of? Why won't they rip the Band-Aid off? And it's destruction every time. Self-destruction and worldly destruction.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to lessen it as much as they can.
I mean, can you imagine how many suicides would happen?
Well, sometimes you have to tear it all down just to build it back up again.
Yeah, and some of it we can. Yeah, but I think it's the human life that they're trying to preserve. Yeah. Perhaps pendulum picks and cards clarify where in northern center of Florida can I move they approve of.
Who's they?
Northern Spirit. Spurt.
I am getting north
Tampa,
of Clearwater.
which is parallel to Tampa. So go north of that.
Yeah.
Above Newport Richie.
Oh, you want you do the cards, I'll do the pendulum.
Okay.
He wants to move before the hurricane hits? Is that what he wants to do, or is it for the future?
I think where he wants to eventually move.
I thought it was somewhere else. Not in Florida, I thought. In northern.
What city's above Tampa?
Clearwater.
In the center. Clearwater's on the coast.
Pensacola is like northwest. That's in the Panhandle.
Panama
City.
Panama City. He's stuck, I think.
Stay away from these cities where people go to party. Don't like the energy.
I know, right?
That's all of them. Let's see.
Gosh, that didn't leave you much to choose from.
There's one place here.
Yeah, this is really negative energy. Florida's got a lot of Wings is showing me on a map.
Getting north center, so that would be like northeast of where you are.
That's
the center.
Okay, so Wings is showing me a map and he's got a pen on it. So like Tampa's like sort of the center, Clearwater's right here. You need to go up and in the center.
Like Panama City. Panama City.
Well, I think Panama City is on the coast.
Yeah.
You don't want the coast.
This is the dead center and north center.
Close to Tallahassee is what I'm getting.
Yeah, that's but not quite full Panhandle. It's more of
the
center.
Below, just below.
Tallahassee.
Okay. Sister Renee, could I please get a message from Spurt? Okay. You got legal documents here that came out, Miss Renee. Justice.
Be
For
right
the
back.
selling of the home.
Yeah, this is about new home, old home. It's just something new. Yeah, new. So this is new beginnings, new home. Finishing up paperwork. King of Pentacles, something about the home. Stability, security for the future. This is take action. Has someone offered to put a deal in on your old house that'll help pay for your new house? Because it's a good, solid offer. Strategic negotiation here. But you'll be signing papers here soon. You win. Complete it. Don't fight it. I get the more you resist on it, they'll back off and you won't get a good deal. You're trying to over strategize. Does that make sense? So, in order to help pay for the new home, you need to let the old home go. Somebody's going to be making an offer. Wrap it up. Do you pay? Okay. Danielle's new. Welcome, Danielle, to the crazy house.
We made it.
Curious about my galactic origins. Okay.
Oh, we did pretty good.
Yeah, we done all right. All right.
We done fine.
Danielle, let's pick up on the most energy that you have. Which one's coming through?
Danielle wants to know what her galactic origin is, King. 150. Oh,
I'm getting Lyran. Let's see. Yep. I get Lyran.
Well, this one's going for Venetian.
Well, then there could very well be more than one, like
Yeah.
myself.
Well, most of us do.
she wore raspberry beret.
It's the most prominent galactic origin for. Is it Venetian? Is it Lyran?
Because you've got Lyran too. Those are the two.
Yeah,
that
I'm
are coming
getting
in.
Lyran is more pronounced than Venetian is.
Well, Lyrans have worked on Venus, so
Right.
you've got origins. Very strong Lyran.
Yeah.
But you've done work on Venetian, your family. So, okay. Do you like kitty cats? That's a good indication.
If you look like a kitty cat, that's even a stronger indication.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me check this coffee page. And then there's this final question.
Yay.
I had a conversation with the green dragonfly yesterday. What was the meaning? Well,
Can you get out of the water so I can drink some?
Well, if you had a conversation with a green dragonfly, you would actually should know what the meaning was, right?
well,
What were you
dragonflies represent spiritual intuition and connecting with spirit so that you're on a right path.
Oh, thank you. That's nice. That's what I've asked about. But it kept telling me to look towards my left. So I'm like, what's there?
Did you?
I did. I didn't.
Did you see a Maya?
Or
It was
did you
the
see a
lawn.
pole?
The lawn guy.
Is Abe struggling with something?
Well, he's overseas. I'm sure there's a struggle.
There's a struggle.
See, he was
A
green. So
woman.
more of the high. Ooh, a woman. He has the same problem as his mama, but a different sex. What is it? Is he worried about me?
First of all, he's divinely protected.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like this hussy, okay? This is the home hussy we've discussed.
Yeah, she's doing a lot of magic on him.
Back and forth in his densities. He's trying to fight it off. The divine creator has it, but it's still messing with him. She wants him taken out. She wants him to suffer. Yeah, there's your thief and liar card. She is in his head.
Yeah.
Wow. So the green dragonfly is like just a representation of check in on your boy.
See, I didn't want to call him. I don't want to be the worry mom, but I want him to have time with his dad, you know?
But you will.
But no, I won't. I'm pretty good at that.
Yes,
I
you
wait
will.
till he calls. He calls
Well,
me.
I'd be beating a hoe while he's gone. Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh, speaking of, I have this picture. Let me see if I find it. Speaking of beating a hoe. Where is it? Let me see if I can put this on here. This was in the car next to us. Ugh,
Chase no hoe. There you go. I like it. That's good advice.
That's a nice meaning.
Wow.
I see it's not mama approved.
Yeah, well, it's time to beat a hoe. Okay.
I might have to beat this hoe.
We don't put up no hussy. Okay.
Unbelievable.
She's the bail.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just keep him in your prayers and beat a hoe while he's gone. Just saying.
That sounds like a good game. Beat a hoe.
Beat a hoe. All right, let me refresh this copy page one more time and we'll let you out of here. As a reminder, tomorrow we have a humanitarian meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk about a couple of things. It's not, unless you've got a bunch of questions, we probably won't be in there very long, but it'll be all right. All right, King, you got any announcements? You're hosting
Roundtable,
Friday.
I'm hosting Friday.
Hosting Friday. You don't even have one this weekend, unless you changed your one tomorrow.
Oh.
Originally, when I put the schedule up, you had one for tomorrow after the meeting.
Did.
Did you change it?
Somebody screwed that pooch.
We planned this a month ago, so
It's every 2 weeks, King.
No, I don't have one until, well, actually, I have two next week, the 15th and 17th. So it's going to be a rough 3 days.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, it'll be all right. We're going to beat some huskies.
We'll be fine.
Okay.
So I'm not going to miss one this week. That's nice.
You are not going to miss one this weekend, no.
Yeah, so you can work the pole all you want to.
Yeah, we need some extra dinars.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you're in humanitarian, I will see you tomorrow afternoon. I'll see all of you for oracles in the morning. And then
Will you now?
Yeah, back here on Friday, King's going to host. So.
Yes, I will.
And we're deep diving.
Yes, we are.
Deep diving. The
or deep diving yogi.
Dark Knight, Black Knight satellite.
Black Knight satellite.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I'll do the Dark Knight. Which one? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. All right.
I think the Wi-Fi's did one on that, so we'll go see what Hecklefish has to say about it.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right. Love you guys. Have a good evening.